Hello, 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 and how are you, readers? 'Cause I'm sad. I'm sad, but that's okay sometimes too. Hi, friends and readers. I'm back again with another important picture book read aloud for you and all you great learners out there. But I wanted you to know that today I'm not telling a fib. I am not feeling happy. But guess what? I wanted to share that with you because you're important to me, and I want you to know that you feeling bad in any way, angry, upset, sad, that's okay. And I'm feeling this way, and I feel okay about it to share it with you. I don't feel embarrassed because I know that being sad is important. And I know that sounds strange, and I know you probably aren't used to learning about being sad with teachers, but it's an important lesson. It's even important when you're learning about characters. I feel in my brain and in my body pain. Not like pain like when you fall down, but pain, in your heart. Pain that feels like heartbroken. And it's because I miss my mama, and I miss my brother, and I miss my sister, and my niece, and my dad, because I'm cooped up in my house trying to stay safe, trying to stay healthy, but I just want to give them a hug, and I feel lonely, and I miss them. It makes me want to cry, and it makes me want to go into my bed and curl up into a little ball and cuddle with my favorite pillow until it all goes away. And maybe you know that feeling too. It can feel scary to feel those bad feelings because it can feel like you don't control them, and it can feel like they're going to be there forever. But I want you to know that they are not bad. They're not bad to feel. It's not bad to feel bad. It's important that you feel bad, and it's important that you know what those feelings mean and how they can make you better and stronger and actually teach you some good lessons. I made a little poster of sadness for you today. Usually I make you reading posters, but today I'm making you an emotional poster, a poster about your emotions, about sadness. Because guess what? Although I'm feeling sad and I want these ickies to go away, I want, more importantly, you to know that sadness is your hero. What? And even teaching you this makes me feel better. Sadness is a hero, and I even drew a hero girl, sad girl, that's her name. Sad girl, sad woman. Sadness is a hero. And that might sound funny to you, but sadness, just like all of your emotions, are there for you to understand the world and yourself better. Here's what I mean. If you fell down on the playground and you scraped your knees and they were all icky, maybe they were bleeding, maybe you had some wood chips in them, and if you didn't take care of it, you could get really hurt. You could get an infection if you didn't clean it up. And the reason why your body knows that you need to take care of it when you fall down is because your skin hurts and then your knees hurt. Just like sadness, those hurt feelings tell you, oh, you need to take care of yourself. Something needs to happen. Something has changed. And now you need to make sure that you're paying attention to it. Sadness is your hero number one because it tells you when to stop. So if you were that kid who didn't feel pain on his knees when he fell down on the playground, he may just keep playing, running around, bloody knees, and he would get sick because he wouldn't know that he's hurt. When you're sad, your body and your brain your heart is telling you, hey, pay attention, this matters. Stop and look. Number 2 reason why sadness, like all feelings, are your heroes. It tells the whole world that you care about something. And not only that you care about that thing that you're sad about, it tells the world that you need care. When we cry and we feel down, the whole world sees You have many loved ones, including me, who if you cry, I have a signal now that I need to stop and make sure to help my friend. It also tells you what you really care about. Maybe you didn't know you loved that stuffed animal that your mom gave away until it was gone, and all of a sudden you realize, oh man, I really love that toy. That was really important to me. That was very special. And that's true for people and lots of things. It happens when things change fast. You get real sad, and you don't even know why. And it's just because your body's telling you that's important, and you need some care too. Number 3, why sadness is your hero. It is a sign that you are about to learn and grow. I know that sounds funny, but pain teaches you a lot. It teaches you about what you need. For example, if you were lifting really heavy weights, and they almost came down on you, but you didn't feel it, you didn't feel your muscles hurting, you didn't feel that pain, you would think that you can hold those weights, and you might drop them and hurt yourself. It tells you those are my limits, I can't do that. If you didn't feel pain in your tummy because you were hungry, you wouldn't feed yourself to grow. The same is true for any kind of emotions that you are feeling, sadness in particular, because sadness sometimes feels so painful that we want to get rid of it. We want to figure out how to make it better. And by trying to make it better, we learn about ourselves. We try to figure out what happened before that made us sad, and we try to not have that happen again. If you had a friend in your classroom who hit you really hard, and then you got sad, that's a terrible thing that should never happen to you. But hopefully what you learn out of that is you don't want people to touch you that way. Hopefully you tell that friend and they learn they cannot touch you that way. And you also learn how to tell people what you feel and what kind of people you want in your life and what kind of friends you want. You don't want a friend who's going to keep hitting you, and without that sadness feeling, maybe they would still stick around, those bad friends. Last but not least, and I think there's more reasons why sadness is a hero, but this is the only 4 I could come up with. The 4th reason why sadness is your hero is it gives you quiet space so that you can get what you need. And I know that sounds funny, but sadness stops you. It stops you from going out and having fun. It stops you from, enjoying yourself. It stops you from talking and playing. It makes you stop. And I know a lot of us deal with sadness by running away, or maybe sometimes we deal with sadness by, crying and screaming really loudly, and those are okay. Those are okay too. But even if you are, loud, you still are stopping and you're giving space to feel what you're feeling and to think in your head and in your body, what's going on with me? There's no video games around. I'm too sad. There's no friends around. I'm too sad. What do I need to fix right now in me? And that is a beautiful thing. It's kind of like reading a book. Except you're reading a book about you. And this is probably a strange lesson for you today, because I know we talk about books and we talk about how to become a better reader, but an important thing about characters and books and reading in general is books teach us about the world. They teach us about ourselves and our emotions. Even the bad ones are really important teachers. And if we can see other people go through those things in books or even in real life, they can teach us too. If I see my little brother get hurt in some way, and which I did when I was little a lot, I would see him get into trouble because he was more adventurous than me. I wouldn't do that thing, or I would be a little more cautious. If I see someone without their helmet on and they get hurt, I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to make sure I wear my helmet. So the awesome, most amazing thing about books, especially books with great characters like the one we're going to read today, is that if you listen carefully and you let yourself feel what they feel, or you let yourself remember a time when you felt that way, you learn about the world, you learn about the character, you learn about other people, and because lots of people feel the same way, and you learn about how to deal with those things in your life and how to deal with those feelings that you're having. I'm feeling a little bit better just talking to you guys about it, and I want you to know that talking about your feelings and crying and showing the world how you're feeling is so important and so awesome. I want you to make sure that you do that, and I want you to make sure that you feel all the feelings that you're feeling in whichever way you can, but please don't try to hide them or get rid of them or make them go away when you're not ready, because those feelings are important, and they're just as important as happy, and they actually happy is even stronger. You get even more happy after you learn those important sad lessons. Next week, we'll talk more about what you do when you're feeling bad and how to make sure that you don't hurt yourself or anyone else, and that you learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn from those feelings, and that you grow the way you're supposed to grow. But I want to end this mini lesson with just an introduction to our book, because this book is so special to me. I want to make sure I give you lots of time to really digest it and really feel all the feels that this author is giving you. I bought this book for a kid in my kindergarten class because he went through a really big loss. His mother passed away, and he was only 5. And even talking to him about it, I would cry, and he would cry, and we'd all cry. And then the whole classroom would be crying, and it was good. And it was good for him, and it was good for us. And it's because we talked about it, and we also all saw, all of us, that we all feel these feelings, and we're all scared sometimes, and we're all feeling hopeless sometimes. And that feeling of togetherness and knowing that other people are there for you, so important. It makes you feel so good inside. It heals all those broken pieces. The book is called Missing Mommy by Rebecca Cobb. This is a book about a child who loses his mom. She passes away. So just in case kids are not feeling like hearing a sad book today, I want to let you know that it's okay to tune off, because sometimes hearing sad stuff when we're not ready for it can be, they call it triggering. It can make us feel worse. Sometimes it can make you feel better, but sometimes it can make you feel worse. Okay? Some time ago, we said goodbye to Mommy. I am not sure where she has gone. I've tried looking for her. I found lots of her things. The illustrator really shows a lot of emotion in these illustrations, in their faces. She must have forgotten to take them with her. We have been leaving her flowers. I don't know why she hasn't taken them. I feel so scared because I don't think she's coming back. And then I feel angry because I really want her to come back. Can you relate to that? Have you ever felt so sad that you felt angry? I know I have. He's red with anger. I'm worried that she left because I was naughty sometimes. I don't think that's true. The other children have their moms. It's not fair. I asked Daddy when Mommy was coming back. Both their cheeks seem red. I feel like they're both sad. Daddy gave me a hug and told me that Mommy had died. He said that when someone has died, they cannot come back because their body doesn't work anymore. Daddy says it was nothing I did that made Mommy die. Seems like he was writing on the walls because he was feeling so angry. He's so sad about it. But they seem happy sometimes. He wishes she was here too, but we are still a family. I'm glad I have people to take care of me. We can talk about things we remember. Together we look at pictures that make us laugh and cry. Laugh so hard you cry. And we help each other to try to do all the things Mommy used to help with. I bet his cat's happy. Daddy says, I do them very well. I really miss Mommy. He looks so lonely to me, all by himself in this big white page. And his arms on his eyes. But I will always remember her, and I know how special I was to my Mommy, and she will always be special to me. I bet he's still sad, but his memories are happy, and those flowers are happy. The end.